first day of my live. I'm actually doing it on my phone. So I wanted to talk about, because a lot of you guys have been talking about, you've been missing me on the lives when I'm on TikTok, so I'm making sure I can see your comments. Let's see. So I'm setting up shop. So I don't see anybody in. I don't see anybody making comments. All right, hold up. Let me just get this. All right, so we got people coming through. All right, let's let that go. All right, so I am Delilah Fitness. I'm actually trying to make sure everybody can see me. So I will be doing this every week on Sundays. So everybody on TikTok, we can meet at one place. The situation that I'm having is being on too many social medias. All right, let's bring up the volume. Being on too many social medias and trying to cater to everybody. So this is going to be the meeting place. Let me know, because I can't see anybody's, if you're texting anything. And like I said, I'm on my phone, not my computer, so I'm trying to get this going. Alright, so we're having a discussion on what else? Food. So I wanted to get some input. Remember? Alright, so I want to get some input from you guys about food. Alright, so I don't think I can read your... Okay, yeah, I can see it. Alright, I can see your text. I just want to make sure if anybody's writing anything, I can read it. So we are live. This is Delilah Fitness. Now, I'm on every social media you can imagine. And I got to say, it's exhausting. So I want to meet up here every Sunday at 11 Eastern Standard Time. So I can answer a lot of you guys' questions. I know I said this twice, but now I can see the text. It's just for me, meeting up at too many different places is exhausting for me. So I will definitely, you can always catch me here. And due to Clubhouse, TikTok, Facebook, the whole nine. So I will definitely every Sunday be here. So again, the topic is the future of food. As you know, I'm about to crack open this watermelon. It's breakfast time. I just worked out. I did a meditation class. Been up since 5, working with clients. Now, a lot of you guys know that I'm not in the States, so the time, there's a 2-hour difference between where I'm at and New York. I just need to get a knife to cut this. Bing! Hold up. Alright, so I'm getting a knife. Alright, so the future of food. Alright, let's talk about it. This is not the right knife, but it works. Alright, let's see if it has seeds in it. Now, as you know, voila, it does have seeds in it. I tend to eat my watermelon and to make sure that it has seeds in it. I personally do not partake in watermelon that doesn't have seeds. Now, we know about Monsanto's. We know what's going on as far as food security. I don't know if anybody is planting food or growing food, or if you are saving your seeds. I highly recommend that you do. I have been saving my seeds for a while now. So I have a seed bank, and I have a tendency to share seeds with other people, so we kind of trade off. What's popular right now is the soursop seeds that I have. I've got a lot of soursop seeds. So if you are on this live and you are someone that saved your seeds, please hit me up. I would love to exchange, if you're from Bangladesh, in any part of the world. I love exchanging seeds. That's something that I enjoy. Now, back to the topic. We know that genetically modified food, there's a lot going on as far as food security and food and what's going on. And this has been going on for a while. It's just that a lot of people, especially in the United States, do not really, from my experience, don't really investigate what's going in their food. For example, glyphosate is a weed killer that Monsanto's uses, and a lot of that chemicals is in the food. Now, it's in Cheerios, traces of it is in Cheerios, It's in Oreo cookies. So basically, this food is catered to children. And it basically increases your chances of cancer. It actually causes cancer. It's a weed killer that a lot of people are finding in their food. So be very mindful when you're buying the kiddies Cheerios and Oreo cookies. And I know your intentions are good, but not everybody's intentions are good. And it's basically not safe to have that in the because it's cancer causing. Woo! I'm not gonna stay out too long. So this is my first live. So hold up, gotta get a spoon. Yeah. So this is my first live. I really just wanted to chime in and communicate with other people. I don't want to hog up the I don't want to hog up the topic. This is nice. Nice. And it's got seeds in it, you see? This is my first meal of the day. So a lot of you guys always ask me, what do you eat in a day? What do you eat the first thing of the day? The first meal that I eat is watermelon. So this would be breakfast. I save seeds and grow. This is from Robert. Okay, I save seeds and grow only organic, planting my winter greens now. Kale. Yeah. Hold up, I just see it now. Okay, kale, collard greens, mustard, cabbage, red lettuce, etc. C says, where are the black seeds? The black seeds. The seeds are, what color are seeds? They look like black, brown seeds. But it's got seeds. And and as a lot of you guys know, Bill Gates just bought a lot of land, farming land. I have watermelon. All right, I'm having watermelon. So C is having watermelon. Yeah, and I actually, watermelon helps cleanse the body. It hydrates on a cellular level. A lot of the is H2O and it's H3O. H2O, it moves a lot of the waste, but this one gets it on a cellular level. This H3O gets inside by the mitochondria. It cleans out the cell. So it's a win-win situation. I love watermelon. So I will be doing a lot of this season, because I'm also growing collard greens too. So I will be doing more growing than before, because I don't know. Now, this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if there's going to be a food shortage, but I'm prepared for a food shortage. You know, you got to be prepared for a food shortage. That's why it's important to have your seeds. Because if you have your seeds, you can grow some food. But I don't know. I know when I was living in the States, I lived in Brooklyn. And I didn't have any land. So I used to grow it on my fire escape. Whole Foods did look. Yep. She says Whole Foods did look a little slim. And a lot of the shelves is looking a little slim too. So, make sure you stock up in water. You don't want to wait for the last minute. What happened with the toilet paper? So if something should sneak up on you, all of a sudden there's another pandemic. Who knows? I'm not saying, but better safe than sorry. It's not impossible. So Bill Gates just bought some land, a couple of acres of land, hundreds of acres of land, farming land in the States. Um, so we don't know, but also that with a lot of the engineered food, it's starting to affect a lot of people's hormones. Type 2 diabetes. When I was growing up, type 2 diabetes was adult onset diabetes. Yeah, type 1 diabetes where you're born with it, but type 2 was adult onset. But now we have children as young as 10 getting type 2 diabetes, which is interesting because I know growing up in the 70s, we didn't have a lot of people with diabetes. We didn't have a lot of, I think the number one killer was smoking, like cancer or smoking cigarettes. But otherwise than that, type 2 diabetes and stuff like that, even obesity wasn't a big thing, you know, because kids was running out. You know, we would run out in the playground. Also, when I was growing up, we had like local community gardens, even in the hood, where you had your little milk container and dirt in it, and you would go to the local community garden, which was, you know, let's just say it. Back when I was growing up, we had, in the hood, we had abandoned buildings, but somewhere there was a lot where, for some uncanny reason, somebody was growing in a community garden. So I actually, to take it back to when I was a kid, I learned how to grow food in school. My teachers, like it's like with when I was growing up, we had cooking class where we had home economics, we had penmanship class, and we had things like that. But now I don't think the kids have that. We didn't have social media, so we wasn't always on the phone. We had classes, typewriter, type classing. We learn how to do the typewriter. But world is different now. Kids are not being as active as they used to because they're always on a computer. So diabetes and them eating a lot of processed food. So a lot of times when I was growing up, we ate food at the house. My grandmother cooked or my mom cooked, and we ate what we had in the house. We didn't have a lot of money to eat out at McDonald's. So we made dinner at the house. Nowadays, I don't know if the people are eating their own food. I know you got Uber delivers, you got everybody delivers to your house. You know, they make it so easy for the food to get to you. But back in the days, in the 70s, we didn't have it. That wasn't a part of our reality, you know. So a lot of things have changed. I'm grateful that I know how to grow food. I highly recommend, and I'm just going to say it, that you start to grow something in the house. Learn how to really get connected with your food, because a lot of people are so disconnected. And I get it that you don't have time, but some things are worth making time for, your children, and also what goes into your body. So I highly, just get some seeds. You can get it on Amazon while you still can get it. And get some dirt. You can get that from anywhere. Somebody wrote something. Robert says you can grow enough food for your family on 1 acre of land. That is correct. Yeah, you can. You can grow a bunch of food on 1 acre. Robert said, currently I am planting a food forest so I can just harvest from the trees. Ripe peaches from the trees are pure heaven. Yeah, we have banana trees here. I got banana trees. And I totally get what you're saying, Robert. I have banana trees. I have soursop trees because I'm in a more Caribbean setting. So I don't have winter. I'm in Central America. So we don't have winter here, but we do have amazing. The ground is so fertile that you can spit a seed on the ground. Papaya grows like weed here. We got so much papayas. We got coconut trees everywhere. Everywhere's coconut trees. Everywhere you go, coconut. Coconut. Everywhere's coconut. That's a staple. Bananas here are a staple, but there's food here. You know, you can always forage and find something growing, and it's seasonal. So also, I gotta say, it's important if you are in the States because I know you have Whole Foods and you get foods all year round. You can get strawberries in January. You know, you guys can get strawberries in January. That doesn't happen here. We don't get strawberries until June. Mangoes is feast and famine, so we eat what's in season. And I think a lot of things are going to affect people in the States because they're not accustomed to eating seasonal. You know what I mean? You guys are so used to eating whatever you want when you want it, but in other countries, that's not a fact. So I won't get another mango. Will not touch my lips until June. Mangoes are going out of season. I mean, not mangoes. Avocados are going out of season. So the tree bears it, and then then you get it 12 months later. So right now we're going into rainy season. So this is the best time to plant. So I put my seeds in the ground because it's rainy season. But I won't have mangoes for another couple of months, and I'm used to it. I'm used to it. So let's see somebody. Hey, what's up, greetings? So we're talking about the future of food, and the future of food is looking quite interesting. What I was saying, we was communicating that right now a lot of the foods don't have seeds in it. They're growing tomatoes in the desert, so they're testing out a lot of gene slicing, genetically modified food. Now I gotta say, and I know somebody's gonna say it about corn. The native indigenous people took the grass and they manifested it, to corn, which is, yeah. So, and then some people will not eat bananas because bananas is a hybrid and all this other kind of stuff. But I can honestly say for me, and living in a tropical environment, we have the ancient seeds like mangoes. There's 40 kinds of mangoes here. 40. We got black mangoes. We got Haitian mango. We got belly full mango. We got mango number 11. So we have so many different types of mangoes. I think for me, I have about 7 different type of mango trees here, and several soursop trees here, which is an herbs, and the leaves are good for fighting against cancer. So the medicine is in the food. So I tend to keep my herbs, like my rosemary, sage, and my basils. It's many different types of basil. We have holy basil. We have Thai basil. So there's several types of basils that is good to have, as far as lemongrass is fever grass, and cut grass. And we have Ceraseed. Now, I gotta tell you guys, when I had gotten sick, I had gotten the COVID from a client, and I didn't get the jab. But I used the Ceraseed and ginger to heal my body, to remove a lot. Plus, I was getting vitamin D. I'm always in the sun. I'm earthing. I don't wear shoes, and I'm always getting my vitamin D, which is a hormone, but I'm getting it from the sun. So vitamin D. So I'm definitely out in nature. And the thing is, I understand that you guys living in the States, the weather is about to change. It's about to get cold. So you're going to have, some of you guys are going to be dealing with not getting enough sunlight, which is interesting. And if sunlight, vitamin D is extremely important. So a lot of people are maybe taking a pill for it, but I totally get it. But definitely make sure you guys get out in nature. Get out and just, even if, just get out and just see a tree and get some green in your life, because it definitely affects you psychologically. So as far as the future of food, I can honestly say this is my tip to each and every one of you, even if you listen to the replay. Start collecting your seeds. Get a community of thinkers. Find your tribe. Even in your community, food is going to get expensive. Yeah, food is, as you can see, prices of food is already going up, and that's everywhere. So, make sure you have a little something where you can grow some tomatoes. I was growing tomatoes on my fire escape before they called the cops on me. My neighbor called the cops on me. Whatever. So I had to, because it was a fire hazard, so I had to move my tomatoes. And I had sage, I had tomatoes, I had basil, I had a couple of things, herbs, rosemary, I had cilantro growing, because cilantro, it starts to you know, when you take it out the ground, it starts to break down. So I kept it, and anytime I wanted rosemary or sage, I would just break it off from my plants, and I would put it in my food. But I had to move everything. That's when I knew it was time for me to leave the States, because I wanted to grow food. I wanted to put my hands in the dirt. I wanted to be more in control of my life, and I just totally just relocated. So I can't, you know, and I'm not telling people what to do, but for me it was the best choice ever, because I'm eating healthy food, and my body definitely, I had fibroids, it healed, you know, I removed a lot of stuff that was going on in my body, and I had a thyroid issue, a hyperthyroid, that healed too. So, and naturally, from just the medicine and the herbs and the food. So I can honestly tell you, it worked for me. So I'm not gonna make this long because I want to enjoy my watermelon. Plus, I have a yoga class to teach. I gotta teach online, and I do teach online. So this is the first. So we're gonna be talking about, and also please hit me up on topics that you guys are interested in talking about, so I'm not the only one talking. All right. So yeah, share it. Sharing is caring. So I'll be on every Sunday at 11. So like I said, this is the meeting place. So if you don't miss my lives on Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, TikTok. So this is going to be the rendezvous every Sunday. So I'm not going to keep you guys, but just really be very mindful of what goes into your food. Start reading the ingredients, and also start becoming an educated consumer. Don't, like, one thing I like about Europe, half the stuff that goes in the food in the States would not fly in Europe. In Europe they would not have half the stuff that goes on that Americans let pass in their food. The Europeans would have, with the lobbyists, would have fought tooth and nail to get rid of chemicals like glyphosate, which is a weed killer that you're feeding your children. You know what I mean? They would have, lobbyists, they would have went and they would have boycotted Monsanto's or something. But in the States, I can honestly say, I think people are starting to read the ingredients in their food, but they're not sure what is it, you know? So definitely become much more aware, and what that would actually help a lot if people become educated consumers in what's going on in their food and ask pertinent questions, so we can eradicate a lot of this. Because if it goes if it goes under the radar and people don't say anything, it's only going to get worse, because the ingredients is cheap ingredients. They're not even putting quality ingredients in your food. So just be very mindful and become a food police. Always become a food police. All right. Calorie dense on raw. Yeah, because raw food, I'm going to explain. Raw food is when you're not cooking your food. Now, I'm raw. I've been raw for 12 years, but it's not a diet. And I kind of wanted to make the distinction. I'm going to be doing a 30-day raw vegan challenge in January of 2023. 30 days, different recipes every day. So it's going to be all raw. It's not going to be cooked. You're going to have juices, smoothies, and entrees, meals that you're going to have to cut up and go out there and make it happen. You know what I mean? So with that being said, the raw vegan lifestyle, the food is nutritionally dense. It has, if you look at this watermelon, it has water in it, it has fiber, it has phytonutrients, it has everything that the body needs to sustain itself. I have cucumbers, I have pineapples, I have purple cabbage, which is a cruciferous vegetable, which helps reduce your chances of cancer. So everything is healing. All of the food has the medicine in it. But in order for it to work, you have to remove toxins. You can't consume any more toxins, because if you're consuming and putting in more toxins, the toxins that you're trying to get out is only going to be putting it back in. So with this 30-day raw vegan challenge, and I just want to make it distinctively clear, you don't have to go raw for the whole 30 days, because some of you guys are, you know, and I gotta say it, some of you guys are going to have an out-of-body experience where 2 days is going to drive you nuts. You're going to feel like you're starving, you're not getting enough food, but you are getting enough food. It's just that your body is so used to processed food, and your probiotics and your gut has been hijacked, So all of the chemicals and all of the stuff in your stomach is feeling the shift. So what happens is that you're going to be detoxing. So your body is going to be going through conniptions, and then your skin is going to change too. And then you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot because you're going to be letting out of the toxins out of your waste because you got a lot of stuff in your around and in your colon, your adipose tissue. A lot of the toxins that you eat is wrapped around your visceral fat, is wrapped around in the organs. So you really want to get that stuff out because that's the breeding ground of disease. And a lot of people's body is not alkaline; it's acidy. So it's not a rocket scientist why people get sick. People get sick because they're eating food that's conducive to making them sick because the food is not nutritionally dense. It's high in calories, which why explains why people are so overweight. But they're not. Their body is not getting nutrients. So there's a big difference. Big difference. And somebody who's overweight that's consuming a lot of processed food could still be starving to death of nutrients. So they're not getting the nutrients, and the body needs a certain amount, 9 essential nutrients to sustain itself. So on a daily basis, the body can't produce these nutrients, so it will seek it out in the food that you consume. So if you're eating processed food that is not nutritionally dense, that is high in calories, your body is going to keep eating until it gets what it needs. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So I will be doing the 30-day raw vegan challenge in January. If you're interested in the 30-day raw vegan challenge and want to be a part of that, like I said, you don't have to go 30 all the way. You don't have to go all the way 30. You can go 7, you can go 14, or you can go 21. But you will be getting the recipes. I will be meeting up with you every night at 7 p.m. For the 30 days, we'll be together at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's the 30-day raw. If you're interested, hit me up because I'm working on the recipes right now. I see you. All right, so people are coming in. I'm here. All right, so everybody's here. So the gang's all here. I know people, you guys got to watch the replay. But again, I will be here every Sunday. And with topics, we're going to be just shooting the breeze. This is going to be the pipeline for the people who are interested in really, hey, Song. What's going on? Yeah, you're here. I'm just about to end it, so you can watch the replay. But like I said, I will be doing a lot of stuff, upcoming events, but just be very mindful with your food. So it's the future of food. We just talked about it. Also, like I said, I'll be doing the raw, and also really, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up with meat eaters, my family, and I love my family dearly. We have a difference of living, but I don't judge people. I'm just here not to fight you. I'm here to assist you. Now, for those who have ears to hear and is interested, then I'm here for you. Also, not asking you to, I know it's difficult to change. I have compassion. Even if you just add a fruit, add more fruit, or add slowly, not telling you to throw everything in the garbage, because I know that's difficult because, people are going to have a hissy attack. Just add a little salad or add something to your consumption slowly. So I'm here to hold your hand through it. I know it's challenging, but it's not impossible because I grew up with a family that was on public assistance. And I can tell you honestly, eating a lot of processed food, I was sick as a child because of all of the stuff that I was consuming. But and I had fibroids and I had thyroid issue. I was weak in my energy level, and I wasn't thinking properly. My brain wasn't functioning properly as a child because the typical breakfast for me was a bag of potato chips and a soda pop when I was going to high school. That was breakfast with chocolate cookies and some soda. So I was definitely not at my optimum best as far as my brain work. I can understand why my grades were the way it is. Plus I was hyper. I was hyper because of all of the sugar that I was eating. So it took me years to get to this point. But I will be here every Sunday. So if you have any questions, just come on through. All right, so guys, I love you. Looking forward to next Sunday. Please tell friends about it. This is the meeting place. I will be here, so you don't have to run around on TikTok because I know so many social media apps, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I will be here every Sunday. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Love you guys. Please eat your fruits and vegetables. All right. Until next time. Mwah. Ciao bella. See you next time.